Good morning, bienvenue, guten Tag. So it's May. This weekend just gone was the MotoGP in Le Mans in France, and thought it'd be a good time to have a little review of what's happened so far, who's doing what, who's good, who's bad, who's winning, who's losing, who's falling off, and all that stuff. Been an interesting season so far. We've had 4 races and 3 different winners. Jorge Lorenzo, Marc Marquez and Dani Pedrosa, who's won twice, including at Le Mans. Obviously no Casey Stoner this year, but I think to a large extent Casey's boots have been well and truly filled by the young Marc Marquez. Absolutely no fear at all, just an absolute demon, and it's great to have him in the top class. Filtering early today. Ugh, it's fucking horrible. Kind of the one problem with this bike is that the mirrors are quite wide and they don't really fold back that quickly or easily, so you kind of get stuck a bit sometimes. There's just gaps which it just will not go through. I've seen guys on sort of smaller sports bikes get through some really tight spaces. So yeah, what more can you say about Marc Marquez? Extraordinary, fantastic rider. I think whether you like him or not, one of the other standout riders has got to be Dani Pedrosa this year. He's really got his shit together. From being kind of Mr. Also-Ran for a lot of years, playing second fiddle to Stoner. Out of the way. I'll just pull across 2 lanes of traffic. Oh yes. Take 1 lane of traffic into the shower? No, I'll have 2. Yeah, Dani Pedrosa, I think he's doing really well at the moment. Like I say, whether you like him or not, you can't really deny the guy's form. Our old mucker Jorge Lorenzo, incumbent world champion. What can we say about him? He's having a bit of a rough time. It's a policeman. Should we follow the policeman? Go on, get up behind him. Yeah, I've got to say that I think the Yamaha, the factory Yamaha this year is I think in previous years there was always a kind of parity between the Honda and the Yamaha, the factory bikes. You know, you had your Honda, which was always blazingly fast in a straight line, but didn't really have the handling characteristics of the Yamaha. Didn't really have the corner speed. And then vice versa, you know, the Yamaha was better around the corners but not as quick in a straight line. But I think probably what's happened over the sort of interim between last season and this one is that Honda have really kind of pushed on with sorting out their issues. Yeah, so I think Honda have really made a lot of gains into that handling territory that they sort of haven't been so hot out in recent years, and I think that really you've got to say that the factory Honda at the moment is easily the best bike on the grid. I think when you combine that with, you know, two very good riders, Dani Pedrosa and Marc Marquez, you've got a recipe. You've got a recipe for winning. You know, I've got to be honest, I love Rossi. I think he's done more for the sport of motorcycle racing and motorsport in general than probably anyone else in the last 15 years. I mean, the guy's a fucking legend. You know, that word gets bandied about way too much. But, you know, there you have a living legend. And there's no doubt that Rossi's still quick. You know, you don't just become shit overnight. The problem is he quick enough? Incredibly horrible traffic this morning. Come on in, for fuck's sake. Get in. Do I think Rossi's got another championship in him? I've got to be honest. Given the current competition that he's got around him, no. The other standout rider, obviously, apart from Marquez this year, who is Cal Crutchlow. A little terrier he is. Yeah, Cal's a good rider. He's getting better and better as well. He's just had his best result ever, second place in Le Mans. And he just keeps going from strength to strength, and he's got that kind of indomitable will, unflappable self-belief. He's beating factory riders on a satellite bike on a regular basis, and we're not just talking about factory Ducatis, because, you know, pretty much everyone has a go at them. And then I suppose we can move on and talk about the sad state of affairs that is Ducati. I really hope that they get their shit together, because we need another competitive bike on the grid in GP, because it has become a bit boring with basically only two manufacturers actually able to win races.